All right, welcome. We're with Tasteful the Band down here at Local and Live Studios. I'm with Jamie Anton and David Estep from the Art Attack. If you guys would like to tell me a little bit more about what the Art Attack is.
When David first approached me about Art Attack, this was pre-pandemic. We were talking about all the galleries shutting down and how we had missed just the communication within the art community in general. And just being around artists all in one room, you always take something away from one show. It's not so much about selling as it is being in your own community and connecting new people. So that's what this is about. Yeah.
Nice. And then we'll have a band there as well on September 24th. The band Tasteful. Now, if you guys just want to introduce your guys' self real quick, I guess we'll go on this side real quick.
Yeah, sure. My name's Frank Cassidy. Like you said, I'm with the Cincy band Tasteful. I play rhythm guitar and also do backup vocals.
My name is Karthik Raturi. I'm the drummer in the band. Yeah.
Right on, and we'll go over here on this side.
Yeah, so my name's Hunter Brookbank. I play bass and I sing, and then write along with this man. Well, we all write a little bit, but Yeah.
Absolutely. My name is Sam Smith. I play guitar and also sing. As he said, we tend to share a co-writing part, but lately we've been having a lot of Frank and Karthik interjection on the music.
Yeah.
So,
Some vibing going on.
we're really all just contributing ourselves to it at this point, which is really what I feel like really makes us who we are. Is it's not necessarily a front man or a lead guitarist or, someone doing a set role. It's really just like pieces to the puzzle, and it just falls that way.
It's a cocktail of each of our little inspirations and things like that.
Yeah, it's really crazy. When we first met, like everyone's music interests were so different and eclectic. Like we love so much of the same stuff, but also love so many different things that like it really became fun just to like I don't know, like Frank got me into a lot of like old new wave punk, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And me and Karthik are to die for ska heads. So, everyone has their own thing that they kind of attribute to what's going on here. And just like art, it's all different pieces of the painting just coming together to make something beautiful.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I think you guys are going to perform here in a minute. A couple of songs, I think. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
Right on. So we can get onto that if you'd like.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing, I feel like it's really going to be a good representation of where we're coming from and what we're trying to go with our sound. There's some influences that are so deep-seated in the style that we play that they're going to be evident regardless. But, we're going to start with our song, Flight of the Sparrow, and then do a newer song that is unreleased called A Brighter Day. Both very groovy, kind of got a soul to it, just a little bit of funk. And we're coming from really where Flight was more representative of like the 60s, rebellious era of classic rock, where it was really trying to state a piece about, the environment and culture around us. Our new wave is just, this new song is going to be more about just despite all the things that are happening in our culture and society, still getting that groove and taking kind of these like really sardonic hardships that we've experienced and adversities and still making something really happy and beautiful and fun out of it.
Yeah.
That's what I love about you guys, because you're so soulful.
Yeah.
You're so in the community
And
as
funky.
well. And
And
you're
fun.
just,
We do
you're
our
just,
best.
I love you.
I think one thing I love so much about this band and A Brighter Day, our new single that's coming up, it kind of showcases that, is we have such an appreciation for what came before us. And, we're not trying to be a 70s remake. We're not trying to be a classic rock band. But a lot of the people that listen to us and a lot of people that have heard us have said, oh, you guys sound like an older sound. And a lot of that is, we soak in what's around us like a sponge. And, Cincinnati has such a vibrant classic soul history.
Right.
James Brown, King Records,
Isley Brothers.
Isley
Yeah.
Brothers.
Come on.
And the list goes down.
Yeah.
And so with our next single, you know, we love soul so much, and we wanted to put a little bit of that into our songwriting.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And another
So-
thing about our songwriting, about us as a band, I would say, is that we really do put like our own personal life experience into it. We really try to bring an authentic perspective from things that we've been through, things that we've experienced, and we try to share that with like other people through our music. And that's something that comes out, and I mean that came out in Raw Dial a little bit, but I think with this new soul like wave, and with A Brighter Day especially, it really showcases that like this is a new bearing of the heart for everyone to see, and that's what we're about. We're about like opening that new like environment, I guess, for everyone to like connect with. And
Yeah, and
Resonate.
just
That's
real
great.
quick,
Yeah.
if I could
Right on.
speak on what Jamie was talking about earlier, one thing I really enjoy in this band, and the thing that we're getting to as we get bigger and playing bigger shows, is really being able to do community outreach to support
Absolutely.
other artists
yes,
That's
and
really what
visual
we're
artists.
And that's what
Yeah.
Art Attack is about. Seriously, that's
Yeah.
all we're doing. That's why we have you there. I mean, I love you guys. And, you're about the same thing. So
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Look forward to this Art Attack show. It's going to be really fun. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
just a sneak
Oh,
peek.
yeah, it is.
Oh my
So-
God.
The crazy thing is you know, people are just now catching on to what we're doing, but us being in, you know, an artistic area downtown in Cincinnati, we know so many artists and visual
Oh my God,
artists
the list
Yeah.
goes on
and
and on.
photographers and
Same
just
here with us
all,
too.
like,
It's
just
like,
all
oh
around
my
where
God,
it's literally like
Yeah.
we have a Greenwich Village going on that no one knows about yet. Like it's really beautiful.
Right.
I'm serious.
It's
And it
very
really
true.
it just takes spearheading that movement of like building each other up as artists for
Right.
that bubble to expand and eventually be seen on a larger level. And that's like, again, what we're trying to do with artists in our community, and as you said, artists in your community, sort of the same thing. So I think it's really cool
It goes
that we're
hand in
coming
hand.
together.
It
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you know, we. Oh, you're all right.
Oh,
I was just saying.
Oh, I was just gonna say, based on that and going back to the way of our lyrics, I really think true artists, and I think people like David Bowie are really a good example of this. They almost live their way that when they're gone, you see and you retrace their steps, and they were almost dancing. They were like artistically representing their whole life. You know, it's not just
Absolutely.
us as like musicians. We're generally just artists at this point, and go especially with our lyrics. You know, if you listen, like Hunter was saying, you listen to what we're saying, and
It's
it's
real
all
shit.
true. You know, it's not.
It's
You
real
know, it's hard to write a song called "Love Hurts" if you've never, you know, felt a little burn. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. True.
you know, although I love a good cheese, little good Gouda song. You know,
Yeah.
Gouda song.
that's Gouda stuff.
For sure.
Gouda stop, bro.
It's Gouda stuff.
Well, I'm right there with you guys as far as helping the local community. I know we didn't get into it as much as I'd like to, but for Local and Live, what we're a centralized platform for artists. So you sign on, you put up your upcoming events. We push notify that to anyone who has our app in a geolocation area. So if you're 5 miles away from the event, you'll get push notified.
That's awesome.
We also have a live streaming
Yeah,
capability.
that's so smart.
Wow.
Thank you. We also have
This
this.
guy right here. Oh my Lord.
So we also have a live streaming capability to where you go live. Let's say it is down here. You pull out your cell phone, you download Local and Live, you go live, and people can join on that live stream and then send you a $5 tip with the push of a button. So you guys
No
can,
way.
while you're at your grandma's house or whatever, jamming out, you can go live. People
Yeah.
can send you tips and stuff like that. So we're all about helping out the local artists get out there, get their name out there. Sign all your social media platforms, Spotify, all that stuff on the app. And then I'm about the video content. So what we're doing now for you guys.
No,
for
I
sure.
don't
To check that
know. I cannot wait for our attack September 24th. Could not be more excited. There's also another event coming up October 1st. We call it Rocktoberfest, but there's going to be us and 5 other bands. If that's something that you'd like to come out to, discover more local music.
Yeah, we're
Just
just the
gonna be
tip
good.
of an
It's gonna be
iceberg
fun.
every
Definitely.
There's so many good.
We didn't discuss this earlier, but we are looking for artists to come and
Live
show
painting?
their art.
Showing
Yeah.
their art?
At
Ooh, live
Oh my God.
We had
Awesome.
like 2
Ooh,
or 3
nice.
stalls the
I
last
do.
time we had a show there. So if y'all would be
Absolutely.
interested, like we can definitely get that going.
collab is strong here, I feel.
Seriously.
Yeah, it'll be at Bellevue Park. Bellevue was like,
Oh, Bellevue.
we
okay.
had, so one of our good friends, Nolan
One of the best
Monagold,
views.
who opened up Monagold Studios, who we recorded our first album with, actually sort of like revived Bellevue because it was kind of a dead, like, I don't know, there was no events happening there. And he started having shows again back in like August, I think. And this past one that we had like a couple weeks ago was just like
Huge.
nothing we've seen
Huge,
at Bellevue. Like it was
Never
like
seen so many people.
about
at that
100
bar.
people were lining like the tops. They have this like concrete
Nice.
thing. Anyway, it's gonna be
Well,
cool.
that's what I mean. I think there's like an outreach and an urge for just musicians and artists to get out there, yada yada. And a lot of places have been shut down, and I feel like we're kind of facilitating that. This isn't
helping.
a whole,
Yeah.
bring everything you have to sell, but this is more so, let's get out in the world again and kind of like network.
Open,
and,
yeah,
absolutely.
open the doors back
Yeah.
up.
Oh
It's
my
about
God.
the community.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Especially with musicians recently, I think people like since being quarantined, since being COVID, I'm sure you've realized the same thing with Art Attack. People are more willing than ever to collaborate,
Absolutely.
and it's so
Oh, of
great
course.
seeing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure with artists, the team that you guys have developed, people are just so enthusiastic to communicate with each other. And art is, it's something that you create solo,
Yeah.
but
Right.
art wouldn't exist without community and communicating. And like when we have events like Art Attack or events like Rocktoberfest that we're talking about,
Right.
it's the best way.
It's all community
Yeah.
outreach. We
It's
just want to
awesome.
bring people together. And that's what
Right.
music is about, isn't it? It's all about
Absolutely.
bringing people
Voice,
together.
I find inspiration
Yeah,
through
absolutely.
music, so you guys especially. So
Yeah.
I
love you.
I think we're all missing that handshake too. So whether it be through the
Yeah.
music or
Yeah.
just the meet and greet, hi, hey, my name's
Yeah.
this. I
It's
mean,
been
how?
a second.
Yeah, it has
honestly.
been a second.
I really, on that note, I feel like, and I've been telling these guys this, even when lockdown first happened, is there is truly going to be like an artistic renaissance and movement happening here. Not just
It's happening
musically.
right now.
It is happening right now.
Like,
Not just visually, but on all forms. Like you could not imagine how creative people can get when you lock them in 4 walls for a year. And it's
speak
really
to that.
beautiful. And on that point too, we've seen so many amazing bands play their first shows and like totally kick us out of the water. Like,
Very,
like,
very.
like
Dude,
these are
people
going
are
to be some
coming out
dangerous
of nowhere.
waters in a couple months here because like if this is already what's happened, I can't imagine who else is like lurking in those not shadows.
The
That sounds so
depths.
like pessimistic, but like we're almost like in being a part of that like downtown UC like Clifton scene for before we saw how it was before COVID
Right.
and now getting trying to be pioneers and bringing it back. We feel like a bunch of like proud uncles to some of these guys who are coming in. Like I cannot express how amazing some of these like Tasteful is really. It's just one bite of a huge musical pie going.
Right on. Well said.
It's a nice segue there.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's hear some of that tasteful music.
Sounds good.
You know what I mean? So let's go in there. Yeah.
Thank you guys for having us.
So we just want to invite everyone to come to Art Attack, September 24th, final Friday at Braxton Brewing, Cincinnati. Not the one in Kentucky, but in the Pendleton neighborhood in Cincinnati. It's going to be the best art event in September. So we look forward to seeing you all there.
We'll be there.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Great to see you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
We'll see you next time.